Hi, I'm Mindy. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you the 20 books that I picked up in the month of December, and these are subscription boxes and some I picked up other places as well. I did get the Twist of a Treat Advent calendar, so 4 new books came in that on top of my regular Twist of a Treat box. So 20 books, and I am super excited about them all. Some of them are gorgeous. Let me show you what I got. I'm going to start with the books I picked up on my own in other places that I picked myself. You don't get to pick subscription boxes. But I got a couple books from Pango Books with my credits. The first one is What Kind of Mother by Clay McLeod Chapman. I've been collecting all of Clay McLeod Chapman's books. I have loved the ones that I have read, and What Kind of Mother, definitely going to be domestic horror. This is about a single mother with a teenage daughter who moves to a new town, I think. Returns to her hometown and gets a job as a palm reader. And then when she's reading someone's palm, it starts a big mystery on a disappearance. It sounds very interesting. I also picked up a copy of 13, episode 13 by Craig DeLuey. I've heard amazing things about this book. It's a haunted house book involving paranormal investigators in this house doing all these tests. And this one I plan on reading for my horror bingo this year. It's one highly anticipated. I also went on Book Outlet for the first time in years. I should not do that. But they were having a big sale. The books are super cheap. And I bought 5. 2 novels and 3 graphic novels. Comics. So, first one is Influencer by Adam Cesar. I have liked what I've read from Adam Cesar in the past about a very bad influencer, about a girl who exposes someone in their town as an influencer, and then he takes it upon himself to ruin this girl. I picked up another copy of Black River Orchard by Chuck Wendig. I sold my copy on Pango, and then I much regrets. I got another copy, but it was cheap. And yeah, I just want this one. I don't care if I can get it at the library. I just want that book. Oh, jeez. And then I picked up 3 big books of The Walking Dead. These were the only ones that they had. So it's not the whole series or in order even. It's like very mixed up. So I got book 5. I have some of the first volumes, so I don't need the first one. I have book 5, book 9, and book 15 in these beautiful hardcover editions that were very reasonably priced. Cheaper than buying the volumes on their own, since it's, several, and they were on sale for like the price of a volume. And the last books I picked up on my own were from Barnes & Noble. When I was Christmas shopping for others, I picked myself up a couple things. First is the illustrated A Feast for Crows. It's just a beautiful hardback with art throughout and maps in color. I like these editions. And then I got the illustrated Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins. I love the Hunger Games series, and this is to match my Hunger Games special edition, illustrated edition. Let's see, find a picture, hopefully not too spoilery. No, that's not bad. Planning a reread soon, and I'm gonna do those party ones with pictures to enhance the experience. So, and then watch the movies afterwards. So, yay! Love the books that I picked up this month. Now for the book boxes. First is Book of the Month. I picked up 3 this month. So I got We Who Will Die by Stacia Stark. Arena. Survive the arena, save my brothers, kill the emperor. 2 vampires stand between me and my mission. One who shattered my heart and one who torments me at court. Let the games begin. Special edition Book of the Month. Sprayed edges. Fantasy romance. First in a series. I picked up Good Spirits as well, which I believe is paranormal romance. Holiday. It's got a sparkly cover. Oh, and the snowflakes. It's very pretty. And paranormal Christmas romance sounds like something I need to read next year. He's the ghost of Christmas past. She's not exactly Scrooge. Romance with ghosts of Christmas past. That's cute. Okay. And then I got a thriller that sounds very intense, and I couldn't pass up the synopsis. 59 Minutes by Holly Seddon. This all takes place in 1 hour. 59 minutes. You have 59 minutes until everything and everyone you love will be lost forever. What will you do with that time? Nuclear missile threat to South England. 59 minutes until impacts. Seek immediate shelter. This is not a test. What would you do if there's a nuclear strike imminent? Oh, I got 3 books in my Nightworms package. One of them I already sold on Pango because I have another copy of it. But the other books I got in Nightworms this month was The Black Magic Murders by Mark Steensland. The Untold Story of Lucifer's Fork. But I think this is a novel told somewhat in the style of true crime. It says, with 14 pages of shocking photos. 1967 San Francisco. Oh, it's about the Zodiac killer. 3 years later, the city was paralyzed by fear as the Zodiac taunted the police with a series of threatening letters and brutal slayings. It says, yeah, so it's a novel written like true crime. It's a mix of true facts and fiction, so it sounds fascinating and fun. The other book I have from Nightworms is one I don't think everybody got. I'm not sure why I got this. I'm so excited. I got States of Grace by Stephen Graham Jones in the Nightworms package. I don't know. I think they must have put this in some of the packages as an extra. This is a redone version of a short story collection of his, so it's no longer out of print. So I am super stoked to read this collection from Open Road Integrated Media. I think Nightworms had a hand in putting this out. Love Stephen Graham Jones and want to read all of his things. I've liked most and not liked a couple, but yeah, I want to read everything. Next is my Owl Crate horror book. And this is the one that was also in Nightworms, but I got this beautiful special edition of Dark Sisters by Christy DeMeester. This is a brand new horror release. This is a book that has 3 different timelines because it is about a family curse, something like that. There is the 1700s, then the 1950s, and 2010s, I think. And it is signed, and there's a letter from the author. There is a reverse cover. I like this one, spooky. The naked hardcover, skull. Edges, creepy, same girls. And pages. I just took off the cover to look at this thing once, and I don't know if you can see that. Messed up the cover. Anyway, but this is one that I plan on keeping. I think I'm gonna love it. And I don't care if there's a little wrinkle in the cover. Dust jacket. Anyway, Dark Sisters by Christy DeMeester. Actually reading this one in January. Yay! So that was an exciting book for the month. Then the Twist of Retreat December box. The book we got is super beautiful. I had not heard of this one, but it sounds really good. The entirely true story of the fantastical mesmerist Nora Gray by Kathleen Kaufman. Pretty. It's about a woman who is a mesmerist, reading fortunes, communicating with the spirit world. She's branded as a witch. She has a gift to talk with ghosts, communicate with the spirit world, which is a talent she inherited from her grandmother, who was imprisoned in an asylum because of her gift. That's all I want to hear. But this is so pretty. That's such a pretty cover. And here's the naked hardcover. So lots of fortune telling, communicating with the dead, and whatnot. Here's and it is signed. The last 4 books here I have are from the Twisted Retreat Advent Calendar. Got a couple shorter, 1 novella and 3 novels. The first one, the novella, is Sleeping Among Wolves by Royal Poff. It's printed straight on the hardcover for this one. It's LGBT. A perfect blend of horror, emotion, and love. Poff's unique approach to the zombie and apocalyptic genre is beautiful and full of feeling. It's horror with heart at its finest. So post-apocalyptic, zombies, romance, horror. Sounds great. Next book we got is The Burning Class by Louisa Colon. Got like these burning butterfly wings, and that's pretty. The back. This one takes place in the 1980s in Brooklyn. It's about a wife of a New York City police officer who's also a nanny. But she also has a deadly past and a terrible secret. It's gonna catch up to her. Heh. Okay, so the naked hardcover has me intrigued. Fire on the sprayed edges. Much fire. What's happening? And what's her secret? Is she a pyromaniac? Or is it like a fire starter situation where she can control fire, make fire? I don't know. I guess I'll find out. The Burning Class, Louisa Colon. You never forget your first crime. Next is another one printed straight on the hardcover. It is The Doll Maker by Morgan Shamie. Pretty. Ooh, I like that drawing. Wow. There's some character art. So it's historical, I think. Pretty floral. And it's about a serial killer called the Doll Maker who creates art from the women's bodies. About a woman trying to find her friend who's taken. That sounds dark. That sounds really good and really up my alley. And the last book we got in the Twisted Retreat Advent Calendar is Spider to the Fly by J.H. Marquardt. Creepy. I have not read this one, and I do not own this one. It has a reversible dust jacket. It's about serial killer, woman investigating murders when she discovers one of the victims looks pretty much exactly like her doppelganger. And so she's investigating these murders of a serial killer called the Spider, which, again, is right up my alley. Here's the naked hardcover. Ooh, Spidey! That is very cool. Creepy barn. They recently had a beautiful edition of The Nightmare Man, but that one I had already read. So I'm happy to have one edition I have not read. So this is one I'll be reading. Yay! Soon. Signed. Here's sprayed edges, spiderweb eye, spiderwebs. Creepy and amazing. And those are the 20 books I picked up in the month of December. Let me know if you've read any of these books. What did you think of them? Which one should I prioritize reading? And I'll be back very soon with another book-related video. Thanks. Bye.